Hi, I'm Leslie Meredith with Breakbulk Events and Media. I'm here in Shanghai at Breakbulk China 2017, and I have two instructors from our first micro seminar of the day on INCOterms, very important but frequently underestimated or misunderstood. So let's start with you. Introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about Tradewin, the consulting group that you work for.
Sure. I'm Cindy Chen. I work for Tradewin. Tradewin set up in 1997, and we are part of Expedita's company. But Tradewin is a consulting firm. We are doing custom and trade compliance consulting from global wise. I just joined Tradewin in the late of 2016. So currently, before I joined the Tradewin, I used to work for General Electronic more than 12 years. And so my major focus is about the custom and trade compliance. Yeah.
Minnie, let's hear from you.
I'm Minnie Zhang. I work for Panalpina, and we are the first, the world top class forwarders. We're doing for project cargoes and energy solutions. We offer one-stop solution for all kinds of industry and clients. Yeah.
Okay, so you had quite a crowd over in the micro seminar theater, and I'm sure people had a lot of questions. What are the top things that you think people should understand and know about INCOterms? What would make the biggest impact on their business?
I think for the Incoterm perspective, and a lot of people they feel confused about the title transfer, and even for the revenue recognitions. And actually, Incoterm is a free term, is a sales term, but never represent the title transfer and revenue recognition. So it should be better for the people when they do this, and they need to list it down for separately for these two in the contract. So that is, I think, the lot of people they need to change their mindset.
Yeah, just like Cindy said, INCOterms is kind of a framework. It's not a law. So people need to sit down and communication, real settle down the detailed handover point, even under a specific INCOterms. And also in my sharings, there's some case that people have different understand of same INCOterms, so they will have problems to happen. Yeah.
So if people have different understandings of the same term, what advice would you offer people to get a similar understanding or get alignment on the understanding?
There's no bad or good INCOterms or no right or wrong INCOterms. Just always bad communications. So always do the work in advance. That will be solving the problem. Yeah.
I think another point is Incoterm 2000 and the Incoterm 2010. They also can simultaneously use it in the current practice. So when you do the Incoterm and in the contract, it should be better to clarify which versions in your contract. That's also quite important.
Okay, we've talked about the importance of understanding and having the same view, the same definition between the parties. But if you ignore certain INCOterms or don't have a good understanding, what can go wrong?
I think the majority things is about the who will take the responsibility and who will pay the cost, and they will come a lot of the debatings when they do actual practice.
Yeah. The answer is it can be very wrong, very wrong. Huge cost will happen. People have different understand of the same terms. Then the handover points, cost and risk when it will transfer, it will have problems. So they have different view and they will argue. Maybe we'll have a lawsuit.
Okay. Last question. who's responsible for understanding the Incoterms? When you have a shipper, they've got a big cargo transport that needs to get somewhere, they hire a forwarder. Who is responsible?
Everyone in the international trade, that is very important to understand the Incoterms. So that's important.
I think everybody should involve that kinds of the sales. They all need to understand it. No matter is seller or buyer, and even the free forwarders, everybody should has a mutual understanding, communication when they settle down the contract. So that is everybody's efforts.
That's great. Thank you. That's very informative, good advice, and we thank you for being with us today.